Hey guys, this is Scott Leroy Marketing coming in for another weekly tip. So today's tip is actually about how to make sure your listings are on Zillow and Trulia. This is probably one of the most popular questions we've received over the past, I'd say, probably year or so. So we definitely want to make sure that your listings are out there as quick as possible. So Zillow and Trulia, in most cases, will typically syndicate from the KWLS unless your board directly syndicates to Zillow and Trulia. Now, the reason you usually want to syndicate from the KWLS, as you can see on here under the technology section, all right, because at the end of the day, this will actually get you the KW branding. All right, so what the KW branding will mean is whenever you actually go to your listing on Zillow or Trulia, it will not have other premier agents featured on there. All right, it'll have your information on it. Now, the contact form will go to whoever the premier agent is, but it'll still have your info on there for your profile, along with your contact phone number, too, for your property. All right, now if I click on this KWLS option, all right, this is where it's going to display all of our current listings. Now, the main way to make sure that your listing is syndicating out to Zillow and Trulia is to make sure it's active. All right, it needs to be active and accepted on here. All right, so using Lori's as an example, she has one listing that is active and then 8 that are quote-unquote expired. Right? Basically, a listing becomes expired inside the KWLS in most cases if it's not active. All right, so in this case, these could be pending, these could be under contract, all right, but it just has it listed as expired on here. Now, if your listing should be active, just make sure that it's set up as active on here. All you'd have to do is click the All option over here on the left-hand side. All right, and then you can actually view all of your current listings on here. All right, so here's that active one. And all we'd have to do is click on this, scroll down to the bottom, and click Edit. All right, and make sure that the listing status says active on here. Now, there are other listing statuses that will syndicate out to Zillow and Trulia, but active is the main one. So to be safe, I usually suggest that even if it is currently pending, under contract, anything like that, because then you could also put that over inside your description too. All right, now if active does not pop up on here, if you have an expired listing, just make sure that the expiry date, all right, is further in the future than the current date. So today's date is actually April 22nd, so her expiration date is set as May 6th. That's perfect. That's why active is on here. Now, if it's not, then just make sure it's somewhere in the distant future, all right, and then click the Save option, and then you can edit it again, and since the expiration date is in the future, you can make it active now. All right, that is the best way to make sure that your listings are syndicating out to Zillow and Trulia. So if yours are not, always check the KWLS because that'll help out tremendously. Now, if your listing is then active in the KWLS and it's been over 24 hours and it's not on Zillow or Trulia, all right, then we'll need to reach out to Zillow and Trulia directly to make sure they're picking up that feed. All right, but this is how you can make sure your listings are on those two main sites. So there you go. So that is your myKW tip for the day.